Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I will review a different fountain pen, a fountain pen brand from United States called Monteverde. This is owned by a brand that also, a company that also owns Conklin. And this fountain pen comes with a beautiful green box here. It says Monteverde, World of Luxury and Innovation, and then it has a very nice logo with the mountain that is from Monte. Pretty suggestive, I would say. So the box is quite nice. It also has a box sleeve, which I throw it away. Opening the box, you get the fountain pen that I'm going to review today, and here you have the Monteverde logo and the fountain pen here. The fountain pen rests nicely on a fountain pen bed. Opening the bed, you find inside the warranty card from Jaffa brands. As you can see here, you can register. I haven't registered yet, but I will have to do that. Then you get some Monteverde cartridges, which for whatever reason they are, instead of having this box full with cartridges, I got just 2 cartridges for this fountain pen, one presumably black, one with blue ink. Funny, I just as well filled the box with cartridges, and then below here you have some instruction card. Okay, all in all a very nice box, but let's take a look at the fountain pen and see how it writes, how it looks first, and then how it writes. The fountain pen is plastic acrylic, so acrylic resin. What impressed me particularly about this pen was that, again, the depth of color, just as in the case of Conklin, which I have reviewed in a previous video. The depth of color is just amazing. The combination between black and green C-def, you can see a little bit that it's not 100% green, there's some C-def in it. It's just extremely beautiful. The plastic or the resin is semi-transparent, and this you can see here, I think that it's quite transparent. You can see the nib inside. You can see the nib inside. But all in all, very nice impression. This pen makes a very nice impression. Yeah, very beautiful swirls, liquid-like combination between colors that flow into each other. Very nice. And then you have the barrel of the pen, which has a ring toward the end here, and this is this black here would suggest that this is a piston filler pen, which is not. It does nothing, so if I want to open it, doesn't do anything. This comes with a chrome or silver ring here at the end of the barrel. The end of the barrel has nothing, just this resin. You can see here is not decorated, just simple looking end of the barrel. And then we come to the cap, and on the cap here we find a ring, silver ring, on which it says Monteverde USA. So Monteverde USA Prima. So the model that you see here is Prima. So if I tilt it like this, you'll see it much better. Yeah, Monteverde USA. What I'm a little bit bothered about this fountain pen is that here, because this acrylic is transparent, you can kind of see how it is glued to the threads. Some people like this demonstrator pens. I don't. So for me, it doesn't look very pretty. The fact that you see the glue underneath it, and it just doesn't have a very clean look. And it's a pity because the pen is really beautiful, but I guess you can just not avoid it. You couldn't avoid this issue. And the pen actually is very beautiful, as you can see. And the end of the finial, you have the Monteverde logo. Let me see if Monteverde logo. It's quite nice. The same finish as the end of the barrel, kind of molded plastic. You also have a different silver ring on which is attached the clip. The clip is quite hard but very usable. I like when the clip is bent upwards because you can easily slide in the shirt of the pocket and then use it very nicely. Then you open the cap, and there's quite a lot of turns. Let's see once more. So it is 1 turn, 1.5, 2 turns. So you can open the cap in 2 turns. And what you will see here, you will see the frets, the section that tapers down, and it's framed in between 2 silver rings that you can see here. This ring flares out a little bit just to stop the finger from sliding down towards the feather. And I really don't like the fountain pens that they have no stopper here, and you can actually, your fingers will slide toward the nib, get dirty and pick up ink. So this fountain pen has a nib that is steel. It's very nicely decorated, as you can see, with Monteverde logo here beneath, but also on top. Through the breather hole you have the shape of the mountains coming through. You have the name Monteverde also written on it. And what else you have? You have also here saying an imprint Monteverde USA, Monteverde USA. And this is a medium nib, as you can see here. The feed presumably is plastic. It says 2, but I'm not sure whether it's referring to the nib or not. This looks like a number 6 nib. Very big, very large, big shoulders, as you can see on both sides. I don't know who manufactured these nibs for them, but I must admit that they are quite nice, well decorated, and as you will see in the writing sample, this pen writes quite well. This comes with a converter from Monteverde. You also have here written Monteverde. No, actually you don't have, nothing is written. The threads are metallic on plastic. Yeah. So probably you can use it as an eyedropper. The converter is pretty standard converter. It takes international cartridges. Everything is standard on this pen. And because it doesn't have any ink, I will then ink it up and do a writing sample. The ink I'm going to use is from Rohrer and Klingner, and this is Verdigris. You can see it here, Verdigris. It's probably one of my favorite inks that I have, and the color probably would match well with the fountain pen. Let's see. Well, actually I'm gonna try a different ink, if you don't mind. And this ink I'm about to try, I have never used before. So it's a shimmering ink from Diamine, and I'm very curious how this pen writes with this shimmering ink. So I'll put the verdigris aside and I'll take this Golden Sands, beautiful name, Golden Sands from Diamine. I'll open it up. I'll do maybe a review once, and you can see that this Golden Sands ink holds a lot of gold at the bottom, so you will have to shake it. You see, very nice ink. So let's shake it. All right, I think this is pretty much enough. I'm not gonna put too much ink, just a little bit, in case I don't like it, then I don't have to throw away so much ink afterwards. So let's ink up the pen now with this Shimmer-tastic ink from Diamine. So about this much I'm gonna fill in the pen with, and you can see the beautiful color this ink has. Oh my god, shimmering ink, Shimmer-tastic, very beautiful ink. All right, I'll put it aside and I'll do a writing sample immediately. Okay, so this fountain pen posts quite well. It's very light pen. The mass, center of mass is toward the section, and even when capped, this pen keeps a fountain pen keeps a very good balance. I like it very much. The threads are also not very sharp, and the section is generously big, large enough for those that have the tendency to hold the fountain pen from a little bit above the nib, not quite on the section, but above, like here. And this section is very generous. It allows for my hands to hold the pen from above. So let's do now a writing sample. I'm gonna use it capped. All right, I'll zoom in a little bit. And this is a Monteverde Verde. Let the camera focus on the text. All right, beautiful. This is Monteverde Prima with a medium nib. The ink is Diamine, is called Golden Sands. And as you can see, it's quite a beautiful ink, surprisingly beautiful. Not sure. Bring some more light so you can see it much better. There you go. The pen has the fountain pen has a steel nib, and it writes quite smoothly, and on a scale from 1 to 10, this is probably a 2.5. It writes quite smoothly. There's no flexibility to this pen, to this nib. It feels hard on writing, of course, because it's not a gold nib, but still doesn't feel as hard as, for example, Jinhao or Visconti. This pen also it's quite nice. So feedback gives only very little feedback, enough for you to realize that you're writing with a fountain pen. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, this feedback is about 3 or 4. So it's pretty okay. Reverse writing, so Monteverde doesn't write quite well. Let's say wetness. I don't know the properties of this ink, but the pen, this fountain pen, seems to be medium wetness. And you see how beautiful this ink is, how very nice it shimmers. You have this gradient in color. Very, very beautiful ink. I have to do a review on this one. See this golden sands. All in all, I'm very happy with this pen, and I say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.